Back to Arizona Home Tours. Today we're looking at 4 model homes in a new community in Queen Creek, Arizona. I hope you love it. If you have questions, let me know. I'll see you on the tour. Like I said, today we're at Legado West in Queen Creek from Pulte Homes. And this first home we're looking at, this is the MESSINA. Now, this model home is absolutely gorgeous. They have a few quick move-ins available. This home is over 3,800 square feet. And if you're looking to spend a little under $900,000, then this is the one for you. They also have some great incentives right now. So if you're building from scratch, they're doing 6% of the base price to be used towards closing costs, rate buy down, plus $15,000 off. Now, if you're doing a quick move-in, which most of my clients are, that's where the best incentives are. They're doing things like a 3.99% 7-year ARM, a little risky, right? You know, that way year 8, be prepared for a higher rate or refinance, or you can do a 4.99 for 30 years. Probably the route I would go, especially with where rates are now. It's not like rates are close to that right now. They're 6.5, but they're doing 6% off the base there. So it depends on how you want to use that money. Now, this home is absolutely gorgeous, great layout. Now this home, you can get up to 6 bedrooms with a den, loft, 4.5 bathrooms, suite, a 2-car plus. Nice and open, bright and clean here. So check out the living room space. And if you want, I have a whole list right here of quick move-ins out here, ranging in price from the 600s and then up to the 8s, just under 900. So the MESSINA, the one we're in right now, for the quick move-ins available, that's going to be your most expensive. And this community, you know, they opened in a year ago from Pulte. There's also David Weekley out here, and they opened in April, but they're a third sold out as far as Pulte goes. So they've been selling pretty quickly, all things considered. Here's your primary. Now it's very basic and plain, not in a bad way. So some model homes you go through and they're a little overdone. This, you get a good representation of what you get. And then right behind me, we have your bathroom. I love the tile they've chosen here. Kind of like a little wavy texture to it. A couple of windows, rain shower. Dual vanities, and then we have a nice big walk-in closet right behind me. But they do a ton of things that are just included in their homes that some builders don't do. They have 10-foot ceilings on the first floor, 9-foot ceilings on the second floor, 8-foot 2-panel square interior doors. There's a lot of things that, you know, a lot of builders should do. I know I came through here earlier, but just want to make sure we're not skipping anything. So we're going to be looking at 4 total homes today. Now, normally I was doing, you know, one video or one home per video, but I want to show this entire model series out here from Pulte. So it might be a little bit longer of a video, so I apologize. Skip around if you need to. Then you have your washer and dryer. Pretty basic, not in a bad way. Your half bathroom. And some storage right here under the stairs. But let's go upstairs, show you the primary and the other bedrooms, then we'll go outside before we head to the next one. And like I said, if you have questions, just reach out to me. Call, text, email, whatever works for you. All of that is in the description of this video. So nice big loft up here, plenty of room, hang out, watch the game, hang with the family, dog, whatever you got, or by yourself if you have no one. Nothing Nothing too crazy in these bedrooms, but you know, they're good size. They're a dresser, my litmus test, like I always say. Basic closet. But right here between that, we have your bathroom, shower, and if you haven't yet, make sure you follow me over on Instagram, just at Rich Brecklin. Send me a message. Let me know which video you came from when you end up over there. But I like to give kind of a good breakdown of what it's actually like to live in Arizona. You know, most of my clients are relocation, just like myself, came from Illinois years ago. And most of you are coming, a lot lately, have been coming from Midwest and California. So let me know also, where are you watching this from? Where are you considering moving from? My Canadian friends, I look forward to welcoming you here too. I might actually have to turn my heat on this week. You know, it's early January and we're gonna have highs like 58 this week. So I don't know. I'm gonna do my best not to. But just one more little overview of what we have going on up here. Let's go outside. Let's look down at your living room, kitchen, dining area. I love that you have a slider right there and a slider right here. Now some builders, they'll have it where this whole corner is door, so that whole corner opens up. It's a little expensive add-on feature, but always kind of a cool thing. Just really opens it up to the outdoor, just make that space look even larger. Nice views of the mountains, even though it's a little overcast today, one of those rare not sunny days. But you have really decent backyard space. Not some that are just so tiny you can't do anything with. This you absolutely can. Now, if you may wonder why is it low there, they just don't put the block walls all the way up, separating each model. So your home will have a block wall. All right, let's go to the next one. I'll see you over there. This next home we're looking at, this is the Ravenna. Now this home is 2,900 square feet, get up to 4 bedrooms, plus a guest suite, you get 3.5 bath, 2-car garage. They have a few quick move-ins available, and those range from $740 to $850. So if that is what you're looking for, let me know and I'll shoot that over to you. Now, I love this little gated courtyard right here. A little extra sense of security, or maybe keeping kids and dogs in. That's a nice little benefit. Nice big square tiles here for the flooring, but beautiful and open. So right when I walk in, we have a little office space to the left, but if I were taking a right, and we'll go that way in a moment, you have some other bedrooms down that direction. So we'll go there just a second. So you have beautiful built-ins, nice living room. Now it's a little dark in here, and I don't mean that in a bad way. Just in a way, it's like just more comfortable, kind of relaxing, compared to the one we were just at, which was white, bright, clean. You know, that 2-story home with a huge ceiling height. Still just a gorgeous property. And like I say almost every video, like I love the salespeople that I work with from new builds, but remember, they work with the builders. And I don't care if you work with me or not, but make sure you have someone helping you, representing you, where your interests are taken care of. And I'm not saying they would do anything intentional, but my background being a former investigator, violent crime detective, I've kind of trust no one, and just kind of do your due diligence, get a home inspection, no matter what. I mean, I was with the client, the builder, say, "Oh no, we've done that. Don't waste your money. You don't need to do that." But it was something I refused to let my clients not do. And I'm glad we did, because there's some things that we found that their inspector did not, and we got covered. So that's your essentially insurance policy to make sure the home is built to standard. But there's always gonna be something, always. I don't care who the builder is, there's always something. The thing is, like, will the builder correct it? And what kind of issues are they having? I had a client build with Fulton, had the inspection done, and sent the list, and like, yep, we got it all. And there's some things that are questionable, like, it's kind of within the scope of, the margin of error where they're allowed to. And said, no, we're gonna do it all. We want them happy, and we checked, and they did everything and then some. So the clients were happy, everyone was happy. But make sure you get your inspection done. And just keep on making noise. So that straight ahead will take you to the garage. But that is locked. But we have our laundry room right here at the back of the house. Nothing crazy. I love the utility sink. Something that, honestly, I want all laundry rooms to have. I get it with a budget. Where are you gonna, what's important to you? Where are you gonna choose to spend that money on your new home? And then straight back, we have a little flex, a little suite right here. Nice feature with decent bedrooms. This would be great if you had older kids, or you have people visiting. Maybe you have some older family members living with you. My family would always come visit from Illinois, but now that they bought a fifth wheel, they don't stay with us anymore. So they stay in that, and they have great everything. They could almost just like home for them, and they'll be out here for 6 months. And that, it just makes it nice. So whatever works for you. Look at each home. There's some homes that I love their casitas, their next gen living suites. While they look nice, it's not something I would probably use. So when you're looking at home, like, look at what do you need, what's most important to you, where are you going to be spending that money. But some of the next gen home suites, the casitas, they are just a really cool feature. But is it something that you need? Is it something that you're actually going to utilize, or you don't regret spending your money on something? It's just taking up space, more to clean, more to heat, cool, whatever. Now let's go outside. Take a look at the lot size. Very similar to the last one. These model homes, like some builders, their backyards are absolutely gorgeous. I was at a Toll Brothers one. I think they put $700,000 into the backyard. This, they did not. But again, this is the model. And I kind of like it where it's more plain. That way you get a really good representation of what it will look like, what you can do with it. All right, we have 2 more, and I'll see you next door. This third one, this is the Prato. Now, this home was 2-story, 2,830 square feet, 4-bed, 2.5 baths, 2.5 car garage, a den, loft, optional extension at the rear of the house, optional suite with a bath, or you can do suite 2 with bath 3. Starts at a base of $655,000. Let's go ahead inside. So far, out of the ones we've looked at, this is my favorite. Now they have a few quick move-ins available, and those are right around the $750,000 mark, give or take. One of them's a 4-bed, one of them's a 5-bed. So if you want the details on those, let me know before those get snatched up. Love the flooring they've chosen here too. Nice tile, kind of that wood look. Now it's similar to the first one we saw as far as the 2-story goes. And I said I was done with dark cabinets, but it works really well with the light white countertops and backsplash. Just nice, clean, comfort. It's a really good job. Love the backsplash here. How do you feel about the low ceiling here where it transitions to that tall upper ceiling, where it's that open void where it goes upstairs to the upper level? I don't know about these shelves and bookcases. Probably get rid of those things. Take up a lot of space. But a gorgeous home. And I've learned with 2 kids and a German Shepherd, don't buy a white couch. I made that mistake a year and a half ago, and I'm definitely regretting that one. I should have known better. This, you have a primary bedroom on the main floor. Connecting tub and shower. And you look at that tile. Kind of has that distressed look to it. My opinion, not a fan. Don't hate it. I just want to choose it. And the tile we see here on the wall, I see a lot of use for that. Obviously in bathrooms, but I see a lot in laundry rooms for the floor. All right, let's take a right, then we're gonna go upstairs. So we have another bedroom down here. This one also has its own bathroom. Nice tiled shower. So when you're looking at new homes, and this is the model, so it's gonna look great. And especially like quick move-in homes. And if you're not from here, make sure you're getting a video of that home if you're not gonna come visit it, because you may be surprised of how it actually looks. You may be expecting the model home where the options and the selections and upgrades are just this and top notch and all that. But a lot of times the quick movers, they don't do that for a lot of reasons. They're not trying to raise the price up and over improve a home that no one's going to buy, and now they're stuck with this home they put all this into. So that's another thing. If you're hey, we like this. So if you ever want to see a quick move-in, let me know and I'll go do a video for you. It doesn't have to be one that we're under contract on, but hey, we like this. Let me see the quick list of quick move-ins. And what do those homes actually look like? Yes, the models, they look great. They're supposed to look great. It's the model. But that way you know exactly what it is you're getting. Bedroom, decent closet space. And here around the corner, we have another bedroom. And looking out the window, so those are David Weekley Homes, their sales office right behind us. You can see Superstition Mountains way out there in the background. That's the other thing, there's so much to do here. If you like being outdoors, I love going hiking, different mountains, trails, parks. I have 2 kids, and there's always a park to go to. I think Gilbert has over 70 parks. So if that's important to you. But especially this time of year, my neighborhood is just full of kids playing on their bikes, riding around, hanging outside. So it's really fun to see, really the opposite of the Midwest, where you don't see anyone from November through March, and now here you see everyone outside. But then here in the summer, you don't see quite as many people at the parks. I mean, my kids, they don't care about the heat. They still want to be out there, or we're in the pool. versus, Midwest, you see a lot more people with kids outside. But even then, when it's hot and humid, no one wants to be outside in that. So I love the weather here. Even when it is 110 degrees or so, I don't mind it. But let's pop outside so you can see what this one looks like. Very similar to the others, to be honest. And sorry if today's video is a little long, but I just wanted to put all 4 on one video. Instead of just doing, because then it's 4 videos in a row of the same community. So if you don't like that, then you gotta wait a while till the next one comes out. That's the other thing. Let me know what communities, what price points, what do you want to see? And you tell me what it is, what locations, anything. You want some more luxury homes, higher price points, lower price points? Either shoot me a message, call, text, email, put it in the comments. I don't care. Just let me know, and I'll make sure to go do it for you. But let's head to that last home. Last one, this is the AVELINO. Now, this home you can get right now for $693,000. It is completed, and that home is 4 bed, 3 baths, with a 2-foot extension and 2-car garage. Now, that home starts at a base of $628,990. So beautiful entryway, straight back to kitchen, living, dining space. And I'm gonna stop real quick. We also have this little bonus feature right here, and we'll circle back to that, don't worry. But check this out. Now these lights make it feel like Golden Girls era, a little older than, like a older assisted living type. Not my favorite, but still beautiful. And that's probably not even going to be an option for a quick move-in, just my guess. Great ceiling height here too. Nice little fireplace if you need that. Sometimes you do. It's a little chilly here. The all-gen suite, definitely an option, especially the extension at the rear of the house is also an option. So again, it depends on what is important to you. Just a very simple yet effective layout. Not oversized where you're spending all day taking care of it. I love the cabinets. You have tons of cabinet and countertop space here, which I love. Let's head across from the kitchen, and we're going to go into this first bedroom. Decent size. A little basic closet, and bed around the corner from that one. Pretty much a mirror image of what we just left. And right next to those two, you have your bathroom. And over here we have laundry and the garage. All right, let's go into your primary bedroom. Basic, open, a lot of room here. And you have a nice, huge bathroom. Sinks across from each other, plenty of countertop space. And there's a massive walk-in shower, tile floor, walls. And I normally am not a gold fan, but actually it works really well here, especially with that tile they've chosen. But a massive walk-in closet. And I like that they didn't put shelving on the left, and this one made it feel way too tight. And here we go. Now let's go to that all-gen suite, as they call it here. So pretty cool. You have a little living space, kitchen actually, dishwasher, electric oven. I mean, I've seen apartments this size rent for $1,700 a month plus as a base rent. So a nice feature. Again, if you need it, if you'd like it. One more look here. But just a nice additional part of your house. This would be great for having visitors over. Or you have an older kid living with you. And I feel like I say that a lot, but it really is just a nice added feature. All right, let's go outside. Give you a look at what this lot size, this backyard looks like. Now keep in mind, if you do the 2-foot extension, it's gonna look much different. And then as you're building, if you want to buy, look at some lot size. Maybe you want a quarter lot, take advantage of that. And your single story homes, you're gonna eat up a little bit more of your lots than others. With what they've chosen for the design out here, it does take up a lot of space. But this is like what they've done right here is a good example of just a low maintenance backyard. Nice views of the mountains too. What did you think of today's tour? If you have questions, make sure you reach out to me. If you want to work together, all my contact information is below. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. More importantly, make sure you watch that next video. It's Rich Brecklin, Real Broker, and this is Arizona Home Tours.